Hello. So, let me double check, but I believe I didn't actually beat any games this month. Let's see. I mean, technically, I beat the live stream games this month, but I think I talked about them last time. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I talked about them last time. The live stream games, which I thought were visual novels, but they're actually like action adventures that are horror themed. You kind of collect things. There's a lot of dialogue, and there's some interesting scenes and stuff. And then you solve puzzles while trying to avoid a mascot capturing you. I didn't like one as much as I liked two. I liked two way better. And I thought they both were great games, and I got them as a double pack, which is the best way to get them. Um, because like if you purchase them separately, they're like the same price each, and I'm like, well, I feel like two is better. It's longer and just has better puzzles and stuff, and it's scarier. Sorry, I just got like this piece of skin that had to come off. All right. The only things I'm not showing, you can see on my blog, which is you can kind of see it in the corner there. You can see the hammer. Thor's hammer I put together. It's a 4D paper model thing. The other thing you can't see because it's like way over in the corner. It is the Motoroid of the Ashen Knight, Valimar. I might have his name wrong. From the Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel series. I don't remember the full name because like you can't see it in the background, but like in the background over here beside the Miku's is the Azure Knight. Because I already had him put together, and I keep forgetting his name outside of Azure Knight. So whatever. The main thing that I got for June, the Switch 2, which I like it. I also got the memory card thing, which I'm not going to take out because it's like this small. I do want to show that I do like how the stand folds out. It's definitely sturdier, I feel, than the way that the Switch 1 did it. There is like one malfunction with the system, and everybody's been encountering it. It doesn't read the battery life correctly on the system for some reason. There's ways to fix it, and I'm not really sure I understand it. So, just want to throw that in there. So, the other cool thing is you can charge it from down here or up here. Um, so, I like that fact. The headphone thing is up here. I don't think there's one down here. Yeah, there's not. Anyways, the controls are magnetic now. I feel like they're a lot sturdier. They don't feel like they're going to come off the system. This system's a little bit bigger than the Switch 1 and the Switch OLED. It does have the new game chat button, which I've not had any reason to use. Yep, so you get your volume, your power, your typical buttons. The way it comes off the system is this button here that like gets pushed in to pull it off. So it does have that kind of thing going on. You still gotta press something to get it off, and you actually gotta like press it in. It you can't accidentally do it. I felt like that was a concern I had with the original Switch. I was like, I'm gonna like take it off on accident. I have a extra set of the Joy-Con 2s. That's what they're called, Joy-Con 2s. That I also had bought. I'm not showing the camera because it's kind of lame. It's just a little camera. I went ahead and got it since I saw that there already is one game, the Mario Party game, that's using it, and I'm like, I just know an exercise game's gonna use it. I also managed to get one of these. Um, right now, I think it's limited one per person through Nintendo's online store, and I'm not gonna pay scalper prices. You can use the Switch GameCube controllers on the game on the Switch too. By the way, you can use all of the Switch controllers on the Switch too. The only situation where Switch One controllers won't be beneficial on the Switch 2 is Switch 2 games that require buttons that are unique to the new controller, which I don't know if there is any. You just got your left, right, and your regular buttons and stuff. The only thing that's unique is the game chat button, which is not used in games outside of to talk to people, in the mouse controls. So as long as you're not doing something that requires mouse controls, which they do work good. Checked it out in Bravely Default. They work good. They do what they're supposed to. They're responsive. You do need to put them on a flat surface. You can't just put them wherever. They do know the difference. So I'd say, like, as long as, you're not doing a mouse control thing, you should be fine. GameCube controller obviously isn't the same. You can't click your toggles in, which are buttons that are required in some games. So, like, you need to use it to, like, change the map in Bravely Default, for example. So, whatever. I did not get physical copies of all my games. So the game system came with Mario Kart World or whatever it's called. Going off my mind here. I had got, I think it's called Kamigami. I'm not remembering. I can look real quick. I did not get physical of it. Let me check real quick. Be easier than me trying to remember. Okay, it's Kunitsugami. I don't know anything. Path of the Goddess. It's Mario Kart World. And as I mentioned, Bravely Default, Flying Fairy, whatever. That's HD remaster of the Bravely Default game that was on 3DS. I do have the physical copy of the game on 3DS. I've lost the card that you're supposed to scan. I have it somewhere, but I don't know where. Whoops. So I haven't really. I played it enough to remember. Okay, yes, the 3DS version was way harder, and I've been playing the Switch 2 version. Yeah. And I'm gonna make it a Let's Play, which is why I've not made a lot of progress. Because I keep recording as I play, like I play, and I record, and I play, and I record, and I'm like, oh, I am getting nowhere fast. Which, that's fine. It is a long game anyways. It's supposed to be like 80 hours, I think. I'm probably gonna take way longer than that. Just to get that far. Not that the Let's Play will be that long. Let's Play, I think, will go probably around that mark, depending on how hard a time I have with certain areas. I don't know yet. Alright, so I've not played Kanutsugami. I've not really played the Mario Kart game either. I just kind of seen enough stuff to be like, I want to play as the cow. That looks cool. I've not really played the GameCube games on there because they're not the ones I'm interested in. I'm interested in the ones that are going to be coming because they're supposed to, from what I understand, add the Pokemon ones that are, the Gale of Darkness, which is an RPG, and the Fire Emblem game that's like way expensive on GameCube. So, now I do technically own on GameCube the Pokemon Gale of Darkness game. I've shown it on here. I just think it's more convenient to just play it on the Switch too. That's why I'm like, I hope they add it soon. Because right now, I just kind of got Wind Waker, which I'd rather play the HD one that I have on the Wii U. With the sale, Soul Calibur 2, I think I actually own that. I'm not sure. And I don't think it was some racing game. I don't care. And I guess the Mario sports game is being added or has been added. I don't remember. I was just like, that's cool, I guess. So while we're talking about Switch 2, there's a lot of debate about these game key cards. Here's my deal. I like having physical cases. Why? I don't know. And if I'm going to buy the game, and it's the same price to buy this or to buy it digitally. In this case, it was actually like $30 cheaper because I got it from Video Games Plus. I'm going to get this. That's just what it comes down to. It doesn't matter if, it doesn't make a difference. The only issue I have with these cases, this one don't have a reverse cover, but if it has a reverse cover, there's no way to see it with these cases. I don't know who thought, let's make it red. Not exactly the smartest people. So I do technically already own a copy of Yakuza 0. I own it digitally and I own it physically. I wanted to get this specific one because it's director's cut and there are new scenes that are specific to this version. So I do want to get around to playing this. Somebody mentioned something, there's like some game mode in here that's online now. Some kind of online battle stuff. And I'm like, I have no clue if I'm going to touch that or not. I mainly just want to play the main game. And I want to do like some of like the side quests and stuff in the game. Like I want to enjoy the game for what it is. I don't know if I care about the online stuff. I'm mainly interested in the new additional cutscenes. Is the main reason I wanted this version. That's the only reason I bought this game again. Okay. Got this game. I've not actually played Rune Factory games before. I do have a Rune Factory game on the 3DS now. I showed it in one of my collections. That I've added to. And I like the concept of the game. I've not actually played the games enough to know what I think of them. I think I'll enjoy them. I like Harvest Moon. I just get bored because all you do is farm. In these games you get to fight, so. This is Guardians of Azuma. So, from what I understand, it says includes the Switch game and Switch 2 Edition upgrade pack. When it says nonsense like this, apparently, it means that this game can be played on the original Switch. If you put this in the Switch 2, it downloads stuff to make it the Switch 2 version. That's why I got the memory card for the Switch 2, by the reason why. Like, everything downloads things. I really liked the fact that I had pre-ordered this, and I get this little book, the special report on Azuma. I don't know if any of this stuff will be actually helpful for me when I'm playing the game, because I'll probably forget about it. But there's, like, a little calendar, and there's, like, little tips about each of the towns and stuff. And this is what I was talking about the verse art. You can't see it. You have to take the cover out to see it, and it's kind of stupid. Kind of wish they didn't do it that way, but whatever. The cool thing, I think, with the Switch 2 is if you get Switch 1 games and there's a Switch 2 upgrade, a lot of times it's free right now. There might be some games where you got to pay for it. Like, I believe Fantasy Life I, it's like $5. I know the Zelda ones were, there was a cost involved, but if you were like me and have the Switch Online, it's free to have that update, so, whatever. Alright, so speaking of pre-orders, I didn't switch it to the Switch 2 version. I just went and stuck with the Switch 1 version of it, because I still wanted to get this game. Raito Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army. I'm getting the second game on PlayStation 2. I tracked down one. I could not track down this first game, original PlayStation 2 version. I did track down number 2. My finger is itching me to death. So I thought it was kind of cool. Yeah, Unleash the Supernatural. So I am excited about this. It came with a download code thing for him to have glasses. I don't understand what that's about. I'm excited he has a black cat. I like cats. That's the odd thing I'm excited about with the game. I'm like, hey, there's a black kitty. I hope that's like a thing I can interact with. I like some of the strangest stuff, but that's like all that's on the inside here was just the code. I was like, okay, thanks. His glasses. Nice. I hope that they later on release the second game as a remaster for other people. I won't have to get it since I got the first one on its way. You know, the PlayStation 2 version of it on its way. But it is really hard to get, so I'm hoping later on they follow this up. I don't know how well this did in sales. I hope it did good because this is cool. It looks amazing, and I've seen a lot of good things about it. And it's part of the, Shin Megami Tensei series, which has several side series, and this is one of them, the Devil Summoner, I believe. So you got all kinds of them. There's Digital Devil Saga, Devil Summoner. What is the name of that series that was on the DS and 3DS? I don't know. I feel like Devil Summoner was part of its titles too. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Digital Devil Summoner? I don't remember. Because I get all these games and I'm like, I can't remember. And then there's just like the numbers, like 3 Nocturne, 4 Apocalypse was a game. 5 and the other one of 5 I forget. They just keep releasing them and I don't know anymore. Alright. I for some reason thought I owned this game and I was like, oh, I don't own it, so I went and bought it. Cupid Parasite. So this is a visual novel. You play as the girl and you're apparently Cupid. And you're helping these hopeless men. There are 5 of them? Yeah. They're called Parasite 5 and there's 5 of them. And apparently they're hopeless bachelors. And I guess it's her job as Cupid to help them not be hopeless. I don't know. My nose is itching me. Alright. Labyrinth of Zangetsu. Believe this was on sale? I'm trying to remember. Because I think I got it through PNP Games on sale. It's something I've been wanting to get because it's a dungeon crawler and I love those things. Especially since it's like one of those like classic ones. It's something I've been wanting to have. This might have been through Amazon, I can't remember. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. Another game that I've been wanting to get, just kind of kept going to the wayside. It's a RPG, and I love getting RPGs and having them. I'm pretty sure this was PNP Games because it's just so hard to find the physical copy of this game. I finally have it now. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country. I like that it's a prequel story, but it makes me wonder, after I play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, should I play this first, or should I play a certain amount of 2 before I play this? I really don't know. Anyways, it has cool, reverse art. So, whatever. There were some digital codes too. I forget what they unlocked, honestly. I'm so smart. Alright. So this was GameStop. Yep. So I got this through GameStop. I've been trying to get this game, and I kept putting it off and whatever. I had to get Volume 2 digitally. I could not find it physically anywhere. But now I have Volume 3 physically. I have Volume 1 physically and Volume 3 physically. Volume 2 I had to get digitally because I could not find it. Anyways, this Lapicel Ragnarok. I already own Lapicel Tactics on PlayStation 2. That wasn't why I wanted this. I wanted this for this game. Rhapsody Musical Adventure. That game, I believe was a PlayStation 1 title, as far as I can understand. I've also seen it on DS. I've never seen it for sale without it being ridiculously priced. So I've been wanting to get that. Here in a little bit, I'll eventually get to it. I did go ahead and get the follow-up games for it as well, because I wanted the series. I've been wanting the series. It's been something that has been on my wish list for a long time. GameStop, they disappoint me all the time with these cases, but I don't care. Disgaea 6. This is me trying to go ahead and get the rest of the Disgaea games, because I realized that 7 was the most recent one since they're re-releasing it on Switch 2. And I'm like, I hope it has either a cheap or free upgrade pack. Because I went ahead and got it on the Switch. Let's see, Deluxe Edition. Did it come with... It came with a digital soundtrack, a miniature art book. And then you got a reverse cover art, I guess. Yeah. Nothing really special there, but that's cool. It's cool to me, let's put it that way. I don't think I actually put the digital soundtrack on my computer yet. I probably should, because I'm sure it probably expires at some point. Not that I ever remember to listen to these things, I swear. Like, I have, 3 soundtracks on my computer right now that I have not listened to. And one of them's from the Hades game on Switch, if that gives you an idea of how long I've had this stuff on there. But yeah, Disgaea 7, Vows of the Virtueless. I guess 6 is Defiance Destiny. Anyways, I have Disgaea 1 and 2, the complete PC versions. I also technically own Disgaea 1 on the PlayStation 2 with the Hour of Darkness. I understand the PC one adds stuff to it, so I'm probably going to play my computer version through Steam. But, whatever. We'll be back to Disgaea in a moment. Another game I've been putting off getting that I've been wanting to get. I actually learned about this game through Project Cross Zone on the 3DS, and I was like, who are these people? And I was like, what's Resonance of Fate? And I was like, this actually looks really cool. Definitely one of the kind of action games I would enjoy. And so I finally got it. I know there is an HD version, but it costs way more than $13. So I went ahead and got this. So I like the characters and stuff. I think they look cool. They sound cool to me. Don't know if they're actually cool. That's just my opinion. God of War Origins Collection. So this is cheaper than getting this by itself. I've been wanting to get Ghost of Sparta. I was wanting to get it on PSP, but then I looked at the price and I said, never mind. I'm getting you on PS3. As I already own Chains of Olympus on PSP. And that's probably the way I'm going to play it. But this game, I'm not paying $60 for a used game. But I can just pay, $30. And get some bonus whatever. Fingernail cut on something. Don't do that, fingernail. Alright. Disgaea 3. Was it Absence of Justice? Let's see, it just has a game book, yeah. Game book. Yep, apparently I got it through GameStop also. I was like, how did I get it? I don't know. Alright. Obviously from GameStop. It's even kind of gross. Alright, anyway. Disgaea 4, A Promise Forgotten. Yeah, A Promise Unforgotten. My bad. I can read. I think I got all these through GameStop. Disgaea 5, Alliance of Vengeance. I think the only one I didn't get through GameStop, by the way, was 7. Because I got that one through Amazon because I couldn't find it on GameStop for sale. Anyways, yep. Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance. So. Alright. Back to games I got from PNP Games. You got Dead Cells Return to Castlevania Edition. I've been wanting to get the Dead Cells game because it seemed really cool, and then I found out about the Castlevania stuff, so I waited to get all the stuff together, basically, because I like Castlevania. They really don't have a good excuse. I like Castlevania. All right, what I promised. So Rhapsody, Marl Kingdom Chronicles, and on the back it kind of tells you. So it's 2 and 3. So 2 is Ballad of the Little Princess, and 3 is Memories of Marl Kingdom. And so you got those girls, whatever. And there's like a little poster, there's a mini art book. I like this little bunny, it's so cute. I'm sure it's not actually a bunny. I'm calling it a bunny. It looks like a bunny. It is a bunny to me. Anyways, there's a reverse art, but I don't want to risk the amount of boobage that girl shows. Because I know YouTube is picky about that sort of thing sometimes. So, we're not showing the reverse art. Alrighty. I think it was like $5 or something through Best Buy. So Tiny Tina Wonderlands, I got an Xbox One just because it was like a super sale, and I realized this is one of the Borderlands games I don't own. At this point, I think the only one I don't own now would be the one that's going to be coming out for. As I either have a physical or a digital of the rest. Some of them I only have digital, but that's okay. It's just the fact that I wanted to have it all. Yeah, you see my stack it's growing. Alright, I don't see this coming to the GameCube digital thing, so I went ahead and got this Pokemon Channel. It actually does have the cards inside that are being advertised on the page here. I don't have an e-reader though, so I need to get an e-reader to do that. But it has like the manual and everything in here, which made me so happy because I had no clue it was going to actually have all that stuff. So, I'm actually pretty excited about that. I don't want my stack to fall over, so I'm just putting Pokemon Channel beside me. Alright, so I noticed that I actually have Onimusha Warlords. I do not have Onimusha 2, so I got Onimusha 2, Samurai Destiny. This is from GameStop, so it's all these goofy sticker things. I did not tear this off, by the way. I don't know why it looks like that. GameStop's so smart sometimes. Anyway, it didn't cost that much. It was like $10 or something. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I know they recently have re-released 1, and I think 2 is out or coming out soon. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, but this is cheaper, and I have a PlayStation 2. It'll play the same. I don't really care about the difference between the stuff. Would you just stay snapped? I hate Wii cases sometimes. Like, the disc doesn't want to stay. Alright. It's mainly these GameStop cases that are to blame. Anyways, Mad World for the Wii. One of the few Wii titles that I realized I didn't have. And I was like, why didn't I get that? I have no reason why I didn't get that, so I got it now. I know there's like a remastered version, I believe so anyway. But I wanted to just go ahead and get this. Shadows of the Damned. So. I like the Suda 51 trip. Yeah, Suda 51 was behind the making of this game. I really don't care about that factor. I just like the concept of this game. This game looks cool to me. I don't know. I like these action-y, cool styled games. Even if they end up being cheesy and cornball as I'll get, I still enjoy them. I believe that one's a good one though. I could be wrong. So I realized it actually did not have this XCOM game. So when I got XCOM Enemy Within, I don't know why it's Commander Edition. I would have to like look at the booklet to see what it says. It has a booklet. But I thought I should get it since I do have XCOM Enemy Unknown. Pretty sure physically. And I have XCOM 2 digitally. And I was like, I don't have this one. I was like, I should go ahead and get it. Because it looks cool. It's the same kind of thing with the strategic thing, the tactics, and trying to not get killed. So, I went and did that. Alright. On to the things that are caseless. So, for the Game Boy, I got Beauty and the Beast, a board game. Yeah, a board game adventure. My bad. Whatever. Got this through P&P Games. I've been wanting to get Beauty and the Beast games. I love Beauty and the Beast. I never got the games because I didn't know there was games, or I would have had them. The same goes with this Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Quest on the Genesis. Speaking of the Genesis, I'm not wearing it right now, but I did get a shirt that says Sega Genesis on it. So that's also something new I got. I was pretty excited. I grew up with the Sega Genesis, so I love it. I'm excited about this game. I haven't played it yet, but I definitely want to play it as soon as I get a chance. Alright, one of the random Sonic Boom games I didn't have. I forget what I ordered this through. It might have been P&P Games. Don't ask me. Fire and Ice. I was like, oh, I don't have Fire and Ice. Oops. So I either got it through Video Games Plus or P&P Games. I just don't remember which one. Alrighty. Heroes of Mana, one of the Mana games I didn't have. I don't think there's any other ones I don't have at this point. I could be wrong. Mana series is hard for me to keep track of, and I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. I noticed this was one I didn't have. So, got it for the DS. Got this through, I think, Walmart. Okay. I know I got this through Walmart. So Final Fantasy, Crystal Chronicles, Ring of Fates. And then there's a sticker over it. Thanks, Walmart. Anyways, Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery. I didn't know there was an Assassin's Creed game on the DS. And I was like, I should get it. I think it was like $20. It was just one of those cases of like, wait, what? Okay. So I went ahead and got it. I was like, why not? And then these games are not like official games. It was more of a case of I'm a dork and I wanted it anyways. There's like ways to play them online, probably for free. But I don't completely understand ROMs or anything like that. So I went ahead and got physical versions of Pokemon Moemon. So Moemon Emerald. I don't think it says on here. It just says Pokemon Moemon, but this is like Fire Red or something like that. And then the newest one I understand that actually got completed, because the other one never got completed. Moemon Black and White 2. Why they didn't do 1, I don't know, but they did 2. I don't know. I'm weird. I wanted them. I like the cute little character art for the girls because I like cute stuff. I have no good excuse for my taste in games. Let's just put it that way. It's something I was excited about, something I've wanted to get and play, so I did it. I got it. I've not actually played them yet. I just mainly got them, and I was like, yes! And I can't wait to play them, so... I have so many games to play officially, and I'm so excited. I think next month I might actually not have that many games come in. I know that there's 2 that I ordered that are coming out next month, and there's 2 that I ordered that will come next month. But outside of that, I don't know that there's any other ones that I ordered or that are on their way for next month. Well, actually, no, scratch that. Here in 2 days, there's a GameCube game I ordered that I've been waiting for, and it'll arrive. But outside of that, I don't know. Just like a handful of games for once. Um, just trying to finish getting all the games I want. Basically, I actually am narrowing the list down of games that I have left that I want. I there's 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 getting fewer and fewer. Um, Mainly at this point, there's visual novels I want to get that I keep putting off. So, and like a handful of games that are just like expensive, basically. All right, that is everything for June. As all the games I got, um, and I mentioned the stuff I got that was game related. The console. Um, I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything. So, thank you so very much for watching. I am going to go play more games so that I can beat more games so I can play my games. If that makes sense. Because I didn't beat anything in June. Because I'm terrible. Actually, no, it's because I seriously spent like a whole day putting that hammer together and spent a whole day putting that Motoroid together. Not to mention other stuff. I don't know. It happens. It happens. Alright. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and